It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll see who rules the skies in today's battle. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Baltimore Ravens, next on Madden Football.
Autumn has arrived in the mid-Atlantic region of the U.S., and it is a glorious afternoon at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, happy to be with you. And CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to it.
There he goes, left side. DeAndre Swift, touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift, 65 yards. And the Eagles are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, this...
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 85 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. First down, and they go with Swift again. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now Hurts going to get this to his running back, Swift. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Swift going to try up the middle. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
First carry for Kenneth Gainwell. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Here's Hurts to throw. He's got Smith here. Touchdown, Eagles! Devontae Smith on the receiving end for Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Second down, here's Hurts. Zaccheaus here hauling it in. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll look to throw here. And he is caught. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
A gain of 14. And an Eagle first down.
They go play action with Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Smith brings it in, going across the middle. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 24-yard line. They'll set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. He got 29 yards that time. It'll be Hurts on the option. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Eagles have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Complete to Zaccheaus. Nice little juke. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. It fights him off. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a first down. Hurts. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Hurts sets up to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to get it back. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, back to you two in just a bit. But first, welcome everyone to downtown Orlando and our EA Sports Halftime Report. We watched a solid performance out of running back DeAndre Swift. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. Both teams going back through their game plans, making their final halftime adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we go back up to Baltimore and rejoin.
On first down, Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Throwing is Hurts. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. They will run straight ahead with Swift. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 106 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. It's caught. Smith. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. Second down. They'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he has a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him.
Touchdown! Devontae Smith on the receiving end from Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this 3rd quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their...
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and it passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it. Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 16. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now back to throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Eagles have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end.
So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Stays on his feet. And that should do it. He's got a 1st down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here. And they will take a knee here. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happier then.
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.